Hello, everybody.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, uh, I just want to repeat that I'm going to share the link before every live session. This is because of some issues with recording, as in the last one, it went to uh, Mahala. You here, Mohit? Okay. So I think he left. I don't know why. So it may be because of some issues with Meet only. Yeah. So I tried to send you the link. So did you open it? Try to open it. Did it work? The last live session, were you able to open it, view it, the link that I sent you? Yes or no?
No, sir.
So did you try?
Yes, sir. I tried, but sir, after function, I didn't get anything, sir.
Acha.
After function rotate K. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. After function rotate K.
Yes,
No,
sir.
no,
Yes, sir. After this, I am not. I didn't understand that.
no, 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 no. No, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the last session. I tried to record it, and I sent you the link for the recording of the live session. So I'm
Uh,
asking whether you were able to see it.
Sir, I tried to see it,
Okay.
but it was asking for some access is denied, and some other person is having access of that live session.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
was
So
unable to get it.
I think it is Mohit,
Yeah, right,
Mohit
sir.
Mahala actually. So Mohit Mahala, you are here? He's on the list but not responding. So anyway, I think there's some issue with Google Meet because of that it sends to wrong person actually. So it should have come to me so that I would have shared to everybody. Okay. Okay. Uh, so let's start. First thing is, do you have any issues? Did you understand or did not understand or any problem you are facing with the lecture so far? Okay, no issues. Yeah, so we are doing programming now, and you should install those softwares. So software means the Scilab, or you can do in MATLAB as well. Not necessarily you have to work in Scilab. So whatever you are comfortable with, you can do programming with that. Yeah. So any comment, anything you want to ask that you do not understand?
So can we use any coding language, C++ or JavaScript?
Yeah. You can use any, no problem at all. Again, this I will just give you an assignment on programming. Other than that, it will not be asked. So there will not be any exam on programming. but there will be one programming assignment. Assignment means the kind of project in which you have to code and all those things. That coding can be in any language. So I will send you the details. But this is the course where you have to apply in computer programming only. So unless you know the computer programming, you will not be able to apply those things. Hence, you should learn all those things.
Sir, you mentioned about this project.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the problem will be assigned by you, or we can decide as per.
Yeah, you can decide. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's not talk about the project yet. So I
Okay,
will
right.
send it after that only. So far, chapter 2 is finished, and you should start solving all the problems. Okay. Yeah. So all the exercise problems you should solve. Those big problems you can program and solve. Those easier problems you have to solve on paper. Okay, so you start doing all those things. Yeah, and I'm going to schedule a quiz very soon. Okay, so I will solve some tutorial, some problem in one of the tutorial, basically meaning that I have to I will solve a couple of problems that I will post, and after that you will have a quiz. Okay, so I will let you know. Okay, so you have to start working on chapter 2. So quiz will be on chapter 2 only. Yeah. So far, like, are you comfortable with all the things that has been taught, like truss problem? I think the rotation, like matrix is used for formulation of truss elements. So those things you followed. Any confusion there?
No, sir, no confusion, sir.
Okay.
So one thing is there actually. The thing is, when we solve the truss, so we assume the angle to be theta, right? So, however, when there is reflection, the angle should be changing, right? So, are we not considering it? Are we ignoring that one?
Yeah. So remember that this is a linear analysis. Yeah. Linear analysis. So linear analysis here assumes that strains are very, very small, meaning that angle you assume that it will not change. You follow? All solid mechanics, in fact, is based on very small displacements. So the truss problem that we solved in last lecture video, you will see that the displacement will be 10 to the power minus 8, something like that meter, right? So it is very, very small. So you assume that there will not be any change in the angle. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is because you are solving the linear problem. So when displacement is very large, let us say the truss is made of rubber material, for example, and you are applying a load. So in that case, you have to do different kind of analysis. So that's called nonlinear finite element analysis. So right now, what we are doing is a linear finite element analysis. Remember. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. So let's look at some problem, since you don't have any doubts. So we can solve a couple of problems if possible, or from chapter 2. So best thing is you do yourself, So, and number of questions is also not big, a small number of questions, so you should try all of them. Yeah. Okay, so very easy. The first question is 2.1, which is very easy. So I'm going to just share, just a minute. Okay. Okay. So let's look at problem 2.1. So 2.1. Okay. And here what we see is 4 strings, right? So we have one string here. So this is 3K. Then we have 1K here, K here, and then 2K here. Yeah, this is 2K. And here we have common one, and then we have a string here. Yeah, and then we have a task like this one. Yeah. So 3K, K, 2K, and then we have K, and then there is a force here, 50 Newton. Yeah. And the questions are number the elements and nodes. Okay. So number the elements and nodes, meaning that first we have to count basically. So nodes will be, okay. So remember, both the points, these and these, are at the same place, meaning both are fixed. So basically, these and these will not be two separate, both will be the same. Okay. So what you get here is number 1 here. Then let's call number 2 here. The same kind of situation here also. So although both are connected, 3 things are connected together, but we will assume it's to be number 2, only one node. Then let's call this 3, and then we have number 4 here. Sorry, number 4, like that. Okay, so 4 nodes. Then number the elements, it says. So number the element. So let's call this number 1 element, this is number 2, number 3, and this is number 4. So 4 nodes, 4 elements. Okay. Then next is assemble the global stiffness matrix and force vector. Yeah. So then what do you do? Then, okay, so let me read all of them. So A, number the elements and nodes. B, assemble the global stiffness and force matrix. C, partition the system and solve for the nodal displacements. And D, compute the reaction forces. Yeah, so that's what it says. Okay, so what we see here is 4 nodes and 1 degree of freedom per node. Hence, we have 4 by 4 matrix. Yeah, so matrix will be 4 by 4. So K will be K will be 4 by 4. So we have to assemble. How will you assemble? So are you not able to see it?
It is visible, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe try Prashant, maybe a problem from your side, okay? It's visible to others. Okay, so you check your network connection, yeah? Yeah, okay. So for 4x4, 4x4 matrix we have, and how to do it? Okay, so you have to find out all the element stiffness matrices. Okay, and then for element number 1, we will have small k. Let's call it k1 will be equal to 3k 1 minus 1 minus 1 1, right? Then for element number 2, we have, okay, element number 2 is here, so we will have k, right? So we have k and then 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. Okay, then we have k3. Okay, so k3 for element number 3 we have 2k, so we will have 2k 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. And then we have for element number 4 we will have k again, so we will have k4 equal to k1 minus 1 minus 1 1. Yeah, okay. Once we have that, what we have to do is we have to see the degree of freedom and we can write it. So let's write it. So for k1 we have 1 and 2 connections, so write it 1 2, sorry, 1 2 1. Yeah, okay. For element number 2, connection is 1 and 3, so we will write 1 and 3. So let's write here 1 3 1 3. Done. For element number 3, connection is 3 and 2, right? The whole thing is 2, 3 and 2. So we can write it here as 3 2 3 2. Then we have number 4, connection is 2 and 4. So we write 2 4 2 4. That's it. And then you are going to assemble them. Yeah. So we go make a big matrix. So we make it k. Big K is equal to, and we write a small k because this is common, and we make like this one. Yeah. And we are going to write degree of freedom 1 2 3 4. Similarly here 1 2 3 4, and we are going to assemble it. And how? So okay, so we take number 1 first, and we have what? We have here 1 2 1 2, and we have 1 2 1 2. We are going to just write it. So we have 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. Yeah, but okay, we did mistake. We have 3 here, so we should write 3 because we have only k in common there, right? So we should 3 should go here. Anyway, so 3k and then 1 minus 1. So because in the big matrix we have only k outside, we should write here 3. You know, so okay, so let's I will write it 3 instead of that. Okay, so just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to correct it with this. Okay, so I will just write 3 on top of that. Okay, so 3 minus 3 minus 3 3. Okay, so this is, I will correct it. Okay, okay. Now similarly we will see number 2. Number 2 we have only 1 here and have 1 3 1 3. So we just write 1 minus 1 only. but 1, 3. So we have 1 here, 3 here, 1 here, and 3 here, right? So you write here 1 plus 1, right? So 1 minus 1 and minus 1 and 1, because we had 1, 3 position. So 1 and 3, so 1 and 3, and hence we have this. Okay, done. Number 2 now. Number 2 done. Number 3, we have 2k here. Yeah, so and we have 3, 2, 3, 2, and this is symmetric. We can also move 2 and 3 here, 2 and 3 here without changing anything. So 3, 2 or 2, 3, it is actually the same thing, right? So that we can write. So anyway, so we have 3, 2, 3, 2, and we have value 2. So we go to here in 2, 3, we write 2. So we have 2, 3, and similarly we have 2, 3. So 2, 3, 2, 3 means here, and value is 2. So we write here plus 2, minus 2, minus 2, plus 2. Okay. So it's done. So we done 2 here. Now we have K4, which has just K, and we have 2, 4, and only 1, right? So 2, 4. So we go here and we have 2, 4, 2, 4. So 2, 2, 4, 2, like that. And we have only 1. So we write plus 1 here. So just a minute. We will write. Okay, so I will use different colors. So okay, so it's say plus 1. Okay, so again here we have 2, 4, 2, 4, and 1 only, right? So we have 2, 4, 2, 4. So 2, 2, 2, 4, like that, 1 only. So we have this, then we have this one, okay, and then minus 1, and then we have 1. Okay. So others we will have 0. So here it will be 0, for example. Here we will have 0, here 0, here 0, and it should be symmetric. You can check also, should be symmetric. So since 0 here we have 0. Since 0 here 0, and diagonal should be all positive, and what you see here. So like that. So we got the big K. Yeah. So we can write here the K equal to the small k, and then we have 4 minus 3 minus 1 0. Minus 3, 6, minus 2, 1, minus 1, minus 2, 3, 0, and the last one I'm writing here, 0, minus 1, 0, 1, like this. Yeah. So this is what a stiffness matrix is. Okay, now force vector. So once we have that, we can have the force vector. We have to assemble, and what we see here, this is fixed. Here there will be a reaction forces. We don't know what that is. So this is F1. F2 is given. F2 is given 50 Newton. F3 is 0 because it's not fixed. Hence there is no force here. So it will be 0. And then F4 also we don't know, because it's a fixed. So we get F1, 50, 0, F4, right? So, okay, so big F matrix equal to, we get F1, 50, 0, and F4 is what we get. Similarly, U will be, let's see. So here U, we have 0 here. Okay, 2 we don't know, 3 we don't know, 4 we know is again 0. So 1 and 4 0, the other 2 we don't know. So U will be equal to 0, U2, U3, 0. Right? And you can see where displacement is given, you don't know the force. Where force is given, we know that don't know the displacement. So this is given, so we don't know this. This is given, so we don't know this. Yeah. So it's not possible that both of them is known. It's not possible. Yeah. Okay. So everything all right, guys? So far, so good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So now we have to solve it, and you can see which equation to take, and equation will be KU equal to F, and what you have here is 0 first one and 0 is the last one, last row. Yeah. Hence, you are going to take only 2, 3, 1, right? So only you have to solve row number 2, row number 3 of the equation. So meaning that we have to look at this one, right? This. So in fact, we can have like this. Just yeah. So this is important one. So basically from here we have this one. Yeah. So 6 minus 2 minus 2 3. Right? 6 minus 2 minus 2 3. So we will have actually K 6 minus 2 minus 2 3, and then U we don't know here, so this will be U2 and U3 is equal to, we have this one 50 and 0, right? So this you have to solve basically, and what you get is value will be U2 U3 is equal to will be 1 over K, and then we are going to invert this one, right? Okay, so how you invert? To invert, you interchange these two, and then you write the opposite sign of these two and divide by determinant of this. This is how the inversion of a 2 by 2 matrix is. So according we do 3 2 2 6, right? Multiplied by 50 0 divided by determinant of this. So 6 times 3 18 and minus 4, so 14. So we get 14. 14. Yeah. So this is what that is. So it will be 1 over K, and then you get equal to 50 here. I will write 14K here. Let's write 14K. Okay, so we have 14K, so 1 over 14K, and then we have 50 multiplied by 3, and then 50 multiplied by 2, so 150 and 100. So 150 and 100. Okay, so this is what you get the displacements. Yeah. So once you have these displacements, this is the answer. This is the displacement basically. Okay. Once your displacement, you can calculate the reaction forces, and you will put these values here, and then multiply with the big K. Yeah. So then you will get the K matrix. Yeah. So you can write it here. you know k u equal to f, and hence k is small k like this, and you have this 4 minus 3 minus 1 0. So 4 minus 3 minus 1 0. Okay, then we have minus 3. Okay, let me complete. Since this is symmetric, so we can also write minus 3 minus 1 0. Okay, now next is, that makes life easier. Then we have second one, 6 minus 2 1. 6 minus 2 1. So 6 minus 2 1. So we write minus 2 1. Okay. So now we have now we have 3 0 0 1. So this one we have to write just 3 0 0 1. So 3 0 0 1. Yeah. So this multiplied by u, we have 0, and then 150 over 14k, 100 by 14k, 0, right? Okay, so we can have 1 over 14k outside, and then we can write 150 100. So 0 150, and then 100 0, and then we have 1 over 14k, right? So this is what we have, 150 100, and then after that we have forces F1. Look here, F1 50 0 F4. So F1 50 0 F4. All right. Okay. Done. So from here you can find out what the value of F1 now. So F1 will be equal to this multiplied by 0. This is 150. This is 100, and then this is 0 by 0. So basically simply this multiplied by this, and 1 over 14k. So automatically this becomes 1 over 14. So let's see. So we get F1 will be equal to simply 1 over 14, and then we have minus, so this multiplied by this, so minus 450, so minus 450, so minus 450, and then minus 100, right? Okay, so this is what you get in Newton. This will be minus 550. So we have minus 550 by 14. Then F4 will be equal to, so just look at it, and we have 0 multiplied by 0, 150, 100, 0, so just 150 only. So we have equal to 150 over 14. That's it. Okay. Okay, now there may be error. So you have to be careful whether it's correct or not. Yeah. So how to find out? So now you apply the physics. Basically, all the forces and all those things has to be equal to 0. So let's check it if it is true or not. Yeah. There may be some error in calculation because you are doing with hand. So this is 50 Newton. So this force and this force should add to 50 Newton. Yeah, automatically the whatever the force you apply in this direction should be together should be minus 50 Newton. Yeah, so let us see. Okay, looks like there is some error, so you have to check it basically. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, so you have okay, so far so good.
F4 should be negative.
F4 should be Acha, here you are saying
F4 should be negative. Then addition of both will give minus of 50.
yeah, maybe this one should be minus. Let me see. Okay. So hopefully I did not make any mistake. If mistake, then okay. So 4 minus 3 minus 1 0.
Yes, sir. It is minus 1.
It's minus 1.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
See, it should be minus 1. See. Yeah. So we made a mistake. Okay. So that's why you have to check. You know. So you. Okay. We may make some mistakes. So always be careful. Yeah. So we'll put minus 1 here. And otherwise, you could check, it has to be symmetric also. So you should have checked whether symmetric. Now it's symmetric. So minus 1. Okay. So accordingly, this will not be affected. Other will be not affected because this was outside. So solution of U is correct. Only while calculating the forces we have problem. So we should write minus 1 here, and here also should be minus 1 because I copied from here only, hence it is replicated, but it should be minus 1. Okay, now we can correct it, and what we get, I will correct in red now. So F1 becomes equal to this 0, 150 and 100, 0. So means F1 is correct. F4 will be the
Minus.
minus.
It will be minus. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So in red I will write minus here. Okay. And hence now if we add them together, that becomes 750. 750 minus 750 divided by 14 is 50. Yeah. Minus 700, sorry. So we add, if we can check, and how we are checking like this one. F1 plus F4 is equal to, will be minus 700 over 14 equal to minus 50, and hence it's correct. Yeah. So this is how you actually work. Yeah. So you have to look at all those things, whether everything all right or not, you know. So, and you check, and you also solve as if you are doing in computers. Your thinking should be as if you are working on a computer. Yeah. So any question on this solution? How I obtain the solution?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, about stiffness matrix, it is always symmetric in nature, or there are cases in which it is unsymmetric also?
This is always symmetric.
Okay, right, sir.
Always symmetric. And this is, you can see from the structure's point of view, right? So forces will be, you know, like they correspond to each other, right? So action and reaction will be equal. So this kind of thing basically. So it's always symmetric, and also explained earlier also. the stiffness matrix without applying any constraint or any boundary condition will have infinite solution. That means the determinant will be 0. Determinant will be 0. That really means this is symmetric and a square matrix. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question? Okay.
Sir, in the quiz, we will have such type of problems like,
Yeah. Yes.
and they will know
Okay. So, having saying that, since this is our online, so things may be a little bit different. Okay, so it will be on Moodle based. I will not ask the whole problem, but I will ask, and so kind of thing. But it could be, I mean, the idea is to test everything that has been the part of the course syllabus, and for doing at the same time, I also have to see it should be suitable for online testing. As far as the quiz is concerned, right now, I don't know, later on it may be offline mode. You may have to come to campus and all. I don't know. So in that case, you will get this kind of questions where I ask questions, kind of questions that you see in your the textbook. Right now, I will not ask this kind of question directly. I will ask. In part, I will ask. I will ask like for a small problem, for example, what will be the stiffness matrix, or like that one. So this will be, maybe I will give a sample before I take a quiz, so that you will know actually what kind of questions to expect and all. Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Any other?
Sir, I have one more question. Generally, sir, we write F is equal to KU.
Yeah.
But you prefer to write KU is equal to F. In fact, in book also the similar methodology is used. So I think both are same, sir.
Yeah, of course, both are same. It's
Okay.
equality, no?
Yeah.
So you write like this one because next step is you write equal to U equal to K inverse F, right? And hence you write like this. This only typically what you have something on the right which is known to you, and on left side something which is also has unknown. Typically you write like this, right? Like 2x plus y equal to 5, right? So on right side 5 which is known, so f is typically known, so that's why you write f on the right side.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So one more thing, if I make the numbering in a different way, then my stiffness matrix would be different. Like the overall answer will be same, but its representation will be different. So that's
right.
not acceptable. We have to check it in the from our MCQs.
Yeah. And you have all the freedom, and I also expect also that every student will have different numbering.
Yeah.
So it's all up to you. Doesn't matter. Another solution will be the same.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Any other question?
Sir, can you give some how question?
I'm not getting you, man.
Can you give some ideas about how to solve next question to it? That is.
Okay.
Just they are saying to find take.
Sure. Okay. Let me give you. Okay. So next question is okay. So problem number 2. So 2.2. Okay. And it says show that equivalent stiffness matrix for a spring aligned in the x direction for the bar of thickness T with a centered square hole shown in figure 2.7. So just I draw it. So this will be like this. So this is what the bar looks like, and it's given here to here. It's 2b. Here's here 2b. Here to here it's L over 10, and similarly here also L over 10. Okay, and length from here to there is L only, and total is A like this one. Okay, and E is given. Okay, and it's saying that show that equivalent stiffness of a spring aligned in x direction for the bar of thickness T with a centered square hole shown in this is so. If this is equal to this question is, if this is equal to one spring like this one with a stiffness K, then you have to prove K equal to 5 E TAB divided by A plus B L. Yeah. So where E is Young's modulus and T is the thickness. So T is the thickness of this structure. Yeah. So here it says L quote like this one, L prime, but you can also check whether it should be L square or something. So you can check the K should be Newton per meter. This is Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square is meter. This also meter. This is also meter. Yeah, so you get Newton meter here. Newton meter divided by meter square. So you have Newton per meter. So it's correct. So you have to solve this. You have to prove that the whole structure is equivalent to one spring with a stiffness K, where K is given by this. So that's what you have to do. So how will you do? What do you mean by the equivalent structure?
Sir, we can assume it as a structure consists of 4 different springs. You can take each member, for example, the first member L by 10 in cross section A, AT. We can take it as first spring, and then the other 2 members as 2 springs, then other spring.
Yes.
So we can do it in this way.
Yeah. So there is a hint also given. Hint: subdivide the bar with a square hole into 3 elements. Okay. So you got it. Subdivide the bar with a square hole. So this one. Sorry. So you can have one element this one element this one, and this also one element, or you can have 4 elements: one this element, second this element, third this element, and fourth this element. Yeah. Well, you can formulate this like this one. If this is the equivalent one, then you are going to fix at one end. You will have this your structure here like this, and you are going to apply a force F, right? F equal to, you can assume 1 Newton. You apply 1 Newton, this one, and then what you are going to find out? U. So this will be equivalent to like this. You can have one spring here, one spring here, one spring here, one more here, like this. Yeah, so you will have K1, K2, K3, K4. So since here and here both are symmetric basically, yeah, so you will have K1 equal to K4 only, yeah, and K2 equal to K3. So you can write K3 equal to K2 and K4 equal to K1 only, right? Okay, and you are applying here force equal to 1 Newton. So what you have to do here is you are doing an experiment basically. What you are going to do is you will fix this structure, you apply a force, and you will find out what is the displacement. And K will be F over U, right? That's what right. But you have to solve like a finite element.
Yes. That is how to put it in a finite element method. Now I get it, sir.
So you have to solve like this one, you know. So from here you convert to this configuration, and then you solve the way we solved the earlier problem. That's it. You get that. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can we solve it by converting into equivalent string concept?
No, this course is finite element, you know. So if some question is given like this, it is expected that you solve by finite element method. No? So matrix formulation, you have to change from here to here, and then you solve like this. Okay, so you are changing from here to here, no doubt. But then you have to write the matrix now. You have to write big K equal to R. Then you have some force given, then you write force vector, find out U vector. From here finally you will say K equal to force applied here divided by displacement here. Yeah?
I mean, can we cross verify it by
of course. You should, yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, any other question, guys? Mohit Mahala, are you there? Mohit Mahala. Okay, I also sent Mohit. I sent you email also last week, telling you to give me access to the recorded video. You know, so you have not responded to my email. Also, on Google Classroom as well, I have asked you some question there, but you have not responded. You know, so please give me access. You have distribution right or something. Make me honor or something. You can do it, so that I can post it on YouTube or on Google Classroom. Okay. Here also you are not responding, so I don't know how to reach you. Okay. Anyway, so any other question, guys? So time is also up, but please solve the exercise problems. Okay, see the example problems, solve example, and also solve the questions, given questions. Okay, so it will help you. Okay, so if the quiz question may be a small, so it will be so that you can solve it faster. But unless you solve these questions, you will not able to solve those questions. The question will be, like not that it will be just 1 mark is, so it will be easy. No, it's not like that. Okay, so if more you do practice, more easy it will be. Okay, so okay. Okay, guys.
Sir, I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
ask one thing.
Uh-huh.
So all the questions will be based on that basic mechanical problems, like which you have discussed, like heat transfer,
Yeah,
fluid
maybe,
mechanics.
maybe. Yes. Yeah.
So,
So, I mean, not, it is, see, it doesn't matter, no? I mean, as long as you understand the problem, it should not be the problem. And second thing, as I told you earlier, this
sir,
probability.
like my concern was some other formula if it's used like from mechanical, like whatever you have told in the class, all those formulas I know I have it's all clear. But if any other formula like something else is used, the
No, no,
method is
no.
all clear.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I will not ask you anything which I have not discussed yet. Okay. So all which I discussed in our lecture or given in the book, that's it. I will not like ask some physics that you are not aware. So meaning that although it's related to mechanical, but I teach in the class. I tell how it is coming, and from there I will ask. If I have not discussed in the class, I will not ask.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, any other question? Okay, guys, then see you later. Okay, so, but please solve the questions. Also do the programming, because programming will help you with your project. And not only that, but if you are doing this course and you are not actually doing computer implementation, then probably no use of this course. Only you have to apply somewhere, and this gives you opportunity. You can write on your CV, or you can solve your research problems, all kinds of things you can do. Yeah, you will also understand finite element softwares well. You will understand why, what is linear, what is non-linear. You will understand like these limitations. You will know. You will understand why you should the measure should be refined, and all kind of things. So more you do, more you will plot. You will understand those things. Okay, that is all for now. Okay, see you next week. Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.